Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here to share the second quarter in my sticker planner. This is my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B planner. So today I'm going to be sharing April, May, and June, and just kind of talking through how it turned out. So with that, let us flip over to April. If you want to see the first quarter, I did put that up in an earlier video. I'll try to link it in the cards, but for sure down below somewhere you'll be able to find it. But starting in April, I never use this page that just says dots right at the start. But first, looking at the monthly spread, very blue. I do think of April as blue, specifically like a lighter blue. So I think this spread turned out very well. It's that kind of like springy, but not too springy vibes. Also, April has a lot of rain. April showers bring May flowers is very realistic. Where I am. April was pretty busy. I had a work retreat, and then my family came into town, which was really nice, but definitely busy. And then I had a movie night with friends, curling playoffs time, a romance bookstore opened in my town. Let's see, what else? Oh, and then at the end of the month, we went to Cincinnati for a long weekend. This is our anniversary weekend. So we went there, and I did 30 books in 30 days. So pretty chaotic for sure. So this first week, this is a rainbow spread from a rainbow sticker book from Happy Planner. And I do really like how these rainbow ones turn out. I think that they're really fun and beautiful. And I like just having like a single color to use for each day. It is kind of an enjoyable way to restrict myself while still turning out with a really fun and colorful spread. Let's see, in this week, it was a lot of work-related stuff going on. So some prep work on the first couple of days and a busy day getting ready here, and then started with a work event here before moving into all-day work retreat and some evening drinks with friends, and then a most of the day work retreat before having a little free time, and then my parents arriving that evening for the weekend. I did also finish my March section of the stitch along that I've been doing this whole year. It did take me until April 4th. It was a really big section for March. And then we had a pretty busy weekend, nice but busy for sure. Did a whole bunch of things here on Saturday, and then my parents ended up going home early to do some things with my grandma. So it was a lot of catch-up stuff over here on Sunday. But the spread turned out super cute, so that was super fun for sure. Moving into the second week, this is a B&R Paper Crafts kit, and definitely very springy, so I think that was perfect for this time of year. And I like the little bit unexpected sky blue mixed in with all these pinks and purples in the shades. So this was mostly work stuff. Snowed in April. I hate it when it does that, but it does do that pretty often around here. I was doing the MK Fit challenge. I had a movie night with friends, and then over here, curling playoffs, which we won, so that meant we kept going. I think there was a second week here, and then a weekend with some fog and catching up, and then going to the new bookstore. This third week, this is a lovely planner blog kit for Easter. I think it turned out really cute and springy for sure. I love the little peep that sticks out over here. The week itself was pretty much just like a regular week, more or less. I did have an evening webinar that I needed to do, which is not my fave, but it is what it is. It's just part of my job. And then we won the curling finals for our Thursday team, so that was definitely exciting. And then finished work a little bit early on Friday to get to enjoy the Easter weekend. I don't really do anything for Easter, but we did spend some time just hanging out, going out to eat, things like that. And then this week, this is another B&R Paper Crafts kit. And the reason that I used this Lion King kit is the end of the week we were in Cincinnati and we went to the zoo specifically. The rest of the week was all about getting various tasks done, reading some ARCs, getting a little takeout. And then I did the MK Fit 100 Song Challenge. Apparently I finished that at this point, so that was nice. And then we flew to Cincinnati here on Saturday, went to the zoo, did some fun things, and ended the day with ramen. The second day was the National Air Force Museum, which is not in Cincinnati, but it's not too long a drive. and some Culvers, and prepping for Monday, which then moves us into May. So looking in May, here's a spread. May is always purple to me, so use purple, of course, which I think turned out really cute. Highlights, we spent a weekend in Connecticut, which was really nice. Had some like curling team lunch, some date nights out, lost the internet for a little while, not so fun, and then ended the week with another trip for Memorial Day down to the Connecticut area. And Joann's was closing. So here at the beginning of the month, this was our last day. This spread is from, oh, I should say that first, huh? This is a Pretty Planner printables spread. This is our last day in Cincinnati. So we went to the Cincinnati Museum Center and the Newport Aquarium, Skyline Chili, and got some ice cream before flying home Monday night. Tuesday, back to the grind. And catching up on things, stuff like that. We had Blue Apron for the week so that we didn't have to go grocery shopping, which was much appreciated for sure. There was a library book sale, and then got ready to leave again, and we flew to Connecticut for the weekend here on Saturday. We went and got pizza, went to the aquarium, had Indian food, and then this was the Bruce Museum, and lots of good food before flying home. We just need to do some things for my in-laws. So just a quick weekend trip down and back. Moving on to this day, this is a B&R Paper Crafts kit. And I love how the colors turned out. This is Lilac Festival season here in Rochester, New York, and also Mother's Day. So the combination worked out very well for this spread. It was a busy week, had a movie night with friends, had some blood work done. Did a work lunch apparently, and had a massive headache. So that part, not so fun. Had a lazy day over the weekend, and went out for sushi apparently at the end. The Sushi Master was relatively new at that point, and it's pretty good. It's an all-you-can-eat sushi place near us. This spread is from a sticker book from American Crafts. And it's very springy. I love the little birds. I think they're really cute. And then these little bunny guys, so cute as well. I got to sit outside, always nice. We have a deck that we had built last year, so being able to use it is always nice. Some rougher work days was less fun for sure. And then otherwise, just like same old, I think. We went out with some friends for lunch, had some ice cream, watched some softball. Things like that, but I think this spread turned out super cute. And then this kit is from My Planner Life UK. I love how these kits turn out. I think they're fun, and this is like the super easiest setup when I have this kind of layout to get ready for, so that was really nice. Lots of work kinds of things. I did some diamond painting. That project's taking like 5 years to finish because I just don't do it very often. But maybe 2026 will be the year that project finishes, because I'm pretty sure I started it in 2024, that particular diamond painting. And then moving into the weekend, we flew down to the Connecticut area again. We went to the Bronx Zoo, had some ice cream and some dumplings, and then picked up my in-laws from the airport and spent some time with them here. And then we move into the last week of the month. This is a B&R Paper Crafts kit. I don't know why I'm doing a wiggle. There's no foil on this one, but this was Memorial Day. So a lot of like home tasks, miscellaneous stuff before flying home here at the end. And then another Blue Apron box because again, no time to go grocery shopping. But overall, trying to finish up some May challenges, trying to get some random work projects done and things like that. Watching some more softball. I had a library book sale apparently, so that was fun. And then preparing for June here, and then the start of June over here, which was the Amazing Readathon. That's always a month that I read way too much, for sure. So with that, I am going to close out this video for these 3 quarters. I think my favorite spreads in this quarter, let me see. I have to think about this one. Nope, that was a March one. I really like how this one turned out. I think that one's really pretty from B&R Paper Crafts. I think that was just like such a relaxing set of colors. So definitely a favorite spread there. And then I really like how this one from American Crafts turned out. Again, just kind of fun colors to be using and things like that. So I think those are my favorite of this section. So let me know down below what your favorite spreads are that you saw, or your favorite spreads that you did in your planners for this quarter. Or if you don't have anything that you want to leave me a bird emoji to say hi. That seems to be a theme of this particular set of spreads. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads. All of these things have been posted as I've been going, but also things that are upcoming, as well as bits and pieces of my other planners, my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.